I'll be kicking off my game week preview with Arsenal versus Leeds. Both teams win their first game of the Premier League season by a single goal. Let's start off with Arsenal. Some of Arsenal players didn't play up to the standard Arteta require in that game. Zimmerman on his first Premier League debut didn't have that party performance, but good enough. But he need to adapt to the Premier League as quick as possible. Gyökeres, on the other hand, he have a poor performance, an average performance. He fixes here more times than how he actually touched the ball for Arsenal. He need to improve very fast. Saka, on the other hand, is the danger man for Arsenal, but in this game, we never see as much as we want from Saka throughout that game. He look a shadow of himself, but good enough. Leeds have a really good side with Daniel. Daniel always have some good side come from the Championship, but anytime they reach the Premier League, they always feel like they can play the same way as in the Championship, and that will be a big problem for Leeds this season if Daniel come up from the Championship and play the same way. You have to add something to your game. If you are a position-based team in the Championship, you have to think about maybe less than that, be more compact, give up the position of the ball most of the time in the Premier League, because the better team will punish you if you feel like you can play out. And this will be Leeds' downfall this season if the coach doesn't improve and learn from his previous years in the Premier League. This will be the game of game week 2. Liverpool versus Newcastle. If you have to miss a day from work, calling sick from Sunday or whatever, you have to do it. You cannot miss this game. This will be a cracker of a game because of Alexander Isak. Isak want to go to Liverpool, and Newcastle do not want to sell him to Liverpool. Don't want to lose their best player this season in the transfer market. So let's see how this will go. But I know St. James's Park is going to catch a fire because of the intensity in this game. So let's start off with Liverpool. Liverpool win their first game as a defending champion. They really grind out that victory overall. But Liverpool have some problem when they lose the ball and transitional play. So let's see how they will contain Newcastle in this one, because Newcastle have a lot of speed going forward, but they miss a centre forward in their ranks right now. So Liverpool will have to mindful of the danger of they pushing up to high to attack Newcastle. And we know that Newcastle always start out really strong, really with the intensity, especially they will have the crowd behind them. So don't surprise if you see Newcastle get on the score sheet first. This game will really eat up if Newcastle score first and even get a second. So Newcastle will really put some pressure on Liverpool. Liverpool will have to try to manage this game and take this thing out of Newcastle overall. So this game will be really physical as well. I don't see Fabian Wirtz doing really well in this game overall. So I would really like to see Liverpool benching, but he is the signing of the season for Liverpool, a $130 million player. So you know that the coach will not bench a baller like that. So let's see what will happen in this game. But this will be the game of game week 2 for me. Manchester United versus Fulham. Last season, the Reds win both Premier League games and lose one in the Cups. But I was really impressed with Manchester United first game. Some of Manchester United players look really well, really well. Especially Cunha, Mount, Mbomo, Bruno Fernandes, Lenny Euro. I was really impressed with them. The player that I was not impressed with was Manchester United goalkeeper. I really feel like Manchester United need a goalkeeper this season before the transfer window closes. So look out for that one to see if Manchester United will buy a goalkeeper. But Manchester United look really well. They put Arsenal under tremendous pressure throughout all the game, but they just couldn't score. And I feel like Manchester United should have got a penalty in that game. So they really play well, but they just couldn't get the goal overall. But I see Manchester United scoring some goal in this game week. I feel like Cunha will be Manchester United first goal scorer in this game. Fulham, on the other hand, Fulham never looked that impressive in their first game. They struggled throughout that game overall. So I don't see them winning this game against Manchester United. It will be a really tough game for them overall. If Manchester United play like how they played the first game, they will blow Fulham away overall. So I see a 3-1 win for Manchester United, comfortable win. So let's see how that goes. Crystal Palace versus Forest. In this game, last season both match draw 1-1 and 0-0. Crystal Palace is coming off a high. They win the Community Shield and have a good match against Chelsea. They grab a pint. But in this game, I feel like they will struggle against Forest. They lose their star player, Eze, to Arsenal yesterday in the transfer window. But they are a tough nut to crack overall. So I feel like Mateta will struggle because Eze is not there to really create as much opportunity for Mateta. So I don't see Crystal Palace doing that well in this game. On the other hand, they have a really impressive game in the first game, winning 3-0 with Chris Wood grabbing 2 goals. As we see last season, Palace don't need 10 or 15 pass or 8 pass to end up in your box. They just win back the ball and play 2 and 3 pass and they just end up in your box. And once they end up in your box, we all know what will happen. Chris Wood will finish the move off. So Chris Wood and Forest will have a very good season this season. So they are a dangerous team to play against. I don't see Crystal Palace coming out of this game with nothing. So I see Forest win a 2-0 victory overall. Everton versus Brighton. Both match last season draw 1-1. Brighton draw their first game of the Premier League season. As we all know, Brighton always play some good football. They have some young, excited players. But I really think that they miss a centre forward in their team right now. But in the first game, Brighton get the first goal and get a few opportunities to kill off the game. But they just couldn't get that second goal to bring it home. But Brighton look really well. On the other hand, Everton is in a bit of trouble right now because I expect Everton to look way better than what I see them in the first game. They look so slow, they look toothless, they look out of sort. David Moyes have a lot of work to do on the training ground to get them up to the standard. As we know, David Moyes' team over the years play some really low block football and make it hard for the next team to break them down. And Jack Grealish will make a big difference in this Everton side once he get if Everton to have a good season, it will be Jack Grealish will make a big difference in this Everton side. this game, I see Brighton winning it with a 2-1 or a 3-1 win overall.